this series on Disney Plus. What are you doing? Hello, Disney fam. This is Kelli from the Supercalifragilistic Awesome Disney podcast, here to tell you what you need to know about the Mysterious Benedict Society that is launching on Disney Plus June 25th. First of all, it's a book. The Mysterious Benedict Society was originally written by Trenton Lee Stewart, and it is a great series of what I would call middle grade novels that follow 4 orphans as they attempt to naturally save the world. The second thing you need to know is it is a series of books. And so based off of the summary that I've read on IMDb of what we can expect in this first season of the Mysterious Benedict Society on Disney Plus, that plot is very similar to what we have in the first book. So what I'm hoping for is an entire Disney Plus series based on these 4 characters because they're awesome. Now, finally, what you need to know is, what is this all about? So first of all, there are 4 main characters in the book, and these are all children. They're described as orphans, although at least 2 of them are technically runaways. I'm interested to see how Disney goes into the backstory of these characters. So the first character is Rainy Muldoon. Rainy is currently living in an orphanage, and he is brilliant. This kid has the ability to solve any problem by turning it into a puzzle. The second one is George Sticky Washington. Yes, George Washington. He loves to go by Sticky. They call him Sticky because everything sticks in his head. This kid has a photographic memory. If he reads it, and he's a super fast reader, he remembers it. So Sticky Washington is going to come in as a huge asset to this little team of 4 kids. Next, we've got Kate. Kate loves obnoxiously long nicknames. She wants everybody to call her the Great Kate Weather Machine, although that has nothing to do with her personality. Kate is a fixer. Kate's a doer. She carries this bucket with her that has things like rope and magnets and a spyglass and other random things that you might not realize can be super helpful in just about everyday situations. Well, Kate knows that. Kate does not leave home without this bucket, and she is the #1 person on the team that's going to get them out of a sticky situation if that happens. Finally, we've got Constance. Constance is small in stature, and that's going to come into play later on. I don't know if we'll get to that in the first season. Everybody initially is sort of put off by Constance, but they're told, you need this kid on your team. She has an amazing ability to come up with random poems that seem to make no sense at all. But what we've been told about Constance is that she's also an excellent troublemaker. And sometimes you may need to make trouble to get out of trouble. So we know the 4 kids, but what are they doing? Why do we have a group of 4 orphans? Well, these 4 orphans responded to a call, a really weird ad in a newspaper, to go and take a series of tests and see if they could make this team. And so they go, and out of one day, they take a series of 3 or 4 tests. This wasn't about getting all the answers right. This was about making the right decisions in the process. At the end of the testing process, they found that they had been recruited by Mr. Benedict. Mr. Benedict is a very smart man with a super interesting personality and some very fun, idiosyncratic tendencies. We're all going to love Mr. Benedict. So Mr. Benedict essentially has found out that there is a problem in the world. There's this big thing going on. A bad person is doing evil things. Dum, dum, dum. This bad person needs to be stopped. And so Mr. Benedict has assembled this Mysterious Benedict Society. He didn't call them that. They called themselves that. And essentially what he's doing is he's launching them into this boarding school run by the evil genius, who we find out is his twin brother. Now, interestingly enough, they have the exact opposite idiosyncratic tendencies, right? So if one of them loves to laugh, the other one loves to yell. So while they may look exactly the same, you can tell them apart pretty quickly by their behaviors. Well, so the sum of the plot is these 4 kids need to save the world from an evil genius. For those of you that are familiar with the series of unfortunate events by Lemony Snicket, This may feel like it has a very Lemony Snicket vibe, and the reality is it does. So the difference is these kids are not related. They are formed as a team, and they have to learn to act as a team. So imagine two Count Olafs, a good Count Olaf and a bad Count Olaf. The kids are having to tell the difference between the two and save the world. So clearly, since this is a series of 5 books, and we hope that it's going to become a series of 5 seasons on Disney Plus with these characters, I'm going to say that they're going to have to save the world multiple times from this dude, just like the kids in the Lemony Snicket book had to constantly escape from Count Olaf. So make sure you check out the Mysterious Benedict Society launching this Friday on Disney Plus. I'm going to be sitting on the couch with my popcorn ready to go. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to this channel, the Supercalifragilistic Awesome Disney Podcast. We bring different content here than what we have on our podcast. So if you're a podcast follower, then check us out on wherever you get your favorite podcasts. And make sure you watch the Mysterious Benedict Society on Disney Plus this Friday and leave us a comment. We love Disney. We love y'all. And with that, we will see you real soon.
Say when.
First of all, this series is based off of an awesome... In the books, you've got 4 children. That was 5 that I just held up there. So that's not 4.